Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another feature for Big Hunt for World of Warships here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. On this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Hector. This is a reskinned Öland, which is a tier 8. I think it's like a European destroyer or something. It has that weird flag of the entire Europe there, so don't quote me on that, but yeah, this is the Öland. Now, how does this ship work? Well, if you were able to see my Avenger video, I'm gonna link that for you too, you're gonna be able to see that this here at the front is a big laser which gets charged and then it shoots. Obviously, there are modules for that, but I haven't been playing that much with the ship because I just simply suck at it, so we're gonna see how I will be able to perform by utilizing this ship. Obviously, if you want to get your modules, the best way to do so is to go into the Big Hunt and locate the missions for your either Whirlwind or your Hector, where you will be able to see how you can get the modules for dealing specific quantity of damage. Now, from my initial experience from the first event, when this was first time introduced back during the 0.9 patch, we were able to work with Valkyrie, Gale, and Hector. However, now you are gonna start off with the Avenger and Hector, and eventually you're gonna get your hands on the Whirlwind, or no, you're gonna start off with these ships, and you're gonna have to unlock actually all of these three. So yeah, the best way to actually confirm this is to go on the website of World of Warships, look up the new Big Hunt. It's usually the first link which you find throughout your Google search, and it's gonna be there. So Hector, let's take a look at the equipment which I currently have available. I'm gonna be working probably with the increased HP hull, or maybe I will go with the Swift hull. It doesn't really change the consumables, it just changes the HP. Now, the primary armament is the charged weapon. However, we can get eventually different variations, and we have also the possibility for different modules. Now, the guns which would normally serve as the primary armament, except of the torpedoes, which are now completely absent, we are gonna use these as our secondaries. So our primary armament is gonna be the glass cannon here at the front. So that's about the ship. Let's go see how I will be able to perform with this one.
Action stations.
So once again, when you initiate the engagement, you and additional 15 players are gonna be on this massive map. They're all scattered around. Initially, you are gonna be facing off one Fang Blade and one Thorn Ridge. And the thing with Hector is that you need to aim the laser forward and then try to anticipate the speed at which the Leviathans are moving so that you can actually hit the target. Now, you're gonna have to be careful here because the charging time is super tricky to figure out, but eventually once you'll get the hang of it, you'll be much more proficient. Now, thankfully, the secondaries are able to take care of the Fang Blade. I'm not really sure if I will be able to land a hit on the Thorn Ridge. I don't really want to go too close to it because it can launch torpedoes. And when it comes to Hector, you need to be careful about how you use your primary laser, because if you try to shoot too far behind you or over an island or something, the loading of the charge will actually prevent you from being able to hit the target. Now, we have two modules possible: HP regeneration or main battery. I'm gonna first go with the HP regeneration because just by being hit by a couple of things, I took a big hit over there, so I would not like to repeat that. And I'm being fired at by another Thorn Ridge here. I theoretically try to attack it, see if we can land the shot. Unfortunately, no, too late. There is one more. And of course, we're going to talk about the special ability of the Hector, and that is the possibility to go submerged. That was a beautiful hit there, but I'm not really sure if that Avenger is not going to claim that kill. So here I'm going to try to hit the Avenger. And if I manage to do so, you're able to see that I'm able to do a stupid quantity of damage. Now, in order to evade the shots, we're gonna go submerged for a while. I'm gonna try to avoid the island, and basically by utilizing the T or the submerged capability, you are able to utilize hit and run tactics. The hit basically represents the charge of your laser, and the run represents the capability of you to go under the water and try to do as much damage. However, keep in mind that there is also a cooldown which will have to be accounted for, so the best thing to do is probably to try and land a bunch of hits, and then if possible, get the hell out of here. Okay. The Valkyrie has the mortar modules installed, so I'm taking stupid quantity of damage, because the mortars are horrible when it comes to dealing damage to the sea critters, but they are great at eliminating the enemy players. So I'm gonna try to dodge as many of these shells as possible, however I'm still taking damage. Okay, somehow we managed to get to a lobster-eyed. Not really sure if this laser is gonna be charged long enough. I need to be careful because I'm basically surrounded by lots of enemies, and these things can launch torpedoes, which would be kind of devastating to me. Once the shield has been raised, it's kind of pointless for me to keep trying to hit the lobster-eye because the damage is heavily reduced. So let's try to hit the Thorn Ridge. We're gonna try to secure another kill. It looks like the Valkyrie has not given up on shooting at me. I'm gonna need to, however, get the hell out of here soon. Unfortunately, if this is gonna keep up, one more salvo and I'm dead. Yeah, let's go under, because I would not be able to survive this. Now, even if you are submerged, you can take some damage, but it's heavily reduced. But the key here was to survive the engagement and not to get surrounded. Valkyrie is able to keep shooting from safe distance, which I'm not able to do right now. He's going super fast, so I highly doubt I will be able to land that shot. But the key here was to survive long enough. As you can see, most of our HP bar can be repaired here or restored, but it will take time, so I need to be careful on how I try to do this. Also, there is an Avenger who's trying to kill me, so let's try to dodge as many of his shells as possible. It's like we have two players now trying to hit me. I was able to avoid majority of the shells fired by the Valkyrie. I'm gonna be able to return fire to that Avenger. Our submerged capability has been recharged. We're gonna return fire. You have 18 seconds on the heal cooldown. The Avenger is currently repairing itself. Shooting through the island would be a stupid idea, so I'm gonna try to charge up the laser. Damn it. Almost there. Almost. Okay, the Avenger looks like might have got that kill. Yeah, this is the beautiful thing about the Hector's primary weapon. If you manage to land a bunch of decent hits, you're able to take apart even the biggest battleship. Now, in 4 minutes, the legendary ship is gonna spawn in, or the Aurora is gonna spawn in. Looks like this lobsterite is shooting at us at this distance, which I do not appreciate. But that gives us another opportunity to grind out some kills. The portal is gonna open up in 20 something seconds. So let's see if we can secure a bunch of kills here. Beautiful hit there. That was a good anticipation of the shot and where it's supposed to go. Let's see if I can repeat that or if I'm gonna screw up this time. I don't want to go too damn close to the Thorn Ridge, just because of the torpedoes, which can be also launched by the lobsterite. Okay, let's see if we can land that shot. Beautiful. Now we have multiple options here. We can increase the secondary's firing rate, or we can increase the HP bar. I'm gonna go with the HP bar. And I'm gonna pop the heal. We just gained like 8,000 HP points. Lobsterite is charging the plasma. We're gonna go behind the island, which is gonna make it miss most of the fired shots. We're gonna charge in the laser. Unfortunately, it just did raise the shield, so the damage is gonna be reduced right now. That's fine. We're gonna wait until the shields have been lowered. In the meantime, the secondaries can keep on firing. Looks like one of these circles has not been initiated, so we can eventually try to go and kill one of the fang blades or the thorn ridges. I'm gonna have to dodge here this salvo. Okay, unfortunately I did take some damage. Lobsterite is launching torpedoes, popping the shields again. It's annoying. Really not the best primary weapon in order to deal with the lobsterite. It would be probably better for me to try and initiate these smaller ones. But if I manage to land the shots when the shields are lowered, we should be a-okay. Yeah, unfortunately did not land that laser shot too well, and we have almost like 10-second cooldowns between the shots. Did take some damage here, so I'm gonna actually go for the repair. Let's see if we can hit this one. Nice. The secondaries are just basically tickling the lobsterite at this point. How is the cooldown on the Aurora? Okay, so 1 minute 20 seconds. Nice hit, nice hit. Let's get rid of the corrosive damage. Yeah, it's really not entertaining at this point. And if you were able to see the Avengers gameplay, I was eventually going against a ton of fly fires. And if I'm gonna have to repeat that process here with this weapon, I'm not really sure if the secondaries are gonna be able to even deal with so much target practice. Let's see if we can kill this thing finally. Apparently not, and the Valkyrie is over there. This thing is launching torpedoes, which I would hate to get hit by. Another beautiful miss from my end. Come on, get the kill. Beautiful. We're gonna go with the secondary battery firing rate upgrade this time. I might be able to get technically a kill on that Valkyrie if I will be able to land a shot. He is obviously trying to hit me, but he was not able to land the hit. Unfortunately, I'm dangerously close to the location from which the Aurora is being spawned, and trying to hit these things with the laser is a nightmare. And even if I hit it, you can see that the damage dealt is not that great. Gale is gonna be able to launch a bunch of torpedoes, so this is kind of a dangerous gameplay here. I might have to go underwater. I'm not dealing that much damage to them. Is that Valkyrie still here, or am I gonna have to ditch the engagement? The key here is to do as much damage as possible, because we are trying to get the additional modules, and for that I need to do like million point something damage, and currently I'm sitting at around 687,000, so that was a beautiful shot. I'm gonna turn around. I'm not really sure if the Valkyrie is gonna disengage and try to leave. He is heading towards the portal, but he was not able to dodge that laser. I am, however, gonna be able to dodge some of these torpedoes. I'm gonna be able to run into a bunch of more torpedoes, take a whole lot more damage. We're gonna increase our HP pool. We're gonna get up to 58,000. And now we're starting to run into some serious trouble because the fly fires are starting to spawn all over the place. So this might be a bit more trickier engagement to try and deal with. Looks like there is one more Hector. I can see if he will try to join a division or not. It'd be fun if I would be able to survive a bit longer. But I'm not really sure if the secondaries can carry me throughout this engagement. I have only 6,000 HP, so this is really not optimal for me. If I get hit by something, it's game over, and trying to hit these small destroyers with this laser, it's kind of difficult. And I got hit by the Valkyrie's mortars, so yeah, that basically did not work that well for me. So let's try to put in one more battle and see how this will turn out.
Battle starts.
Okay, so we got the second round running. Let's see how well can I do this time. Once again, it starts off the same. One Fang Blade, one Thorn Ridge. Beautiful hit from the front. You obviously deal more damage if you are not hitting the head, but the body from the broadside. But you are not always guaranteed a perfect angle. So let's see if we're going to be able to do some critical damage to this Thorn Ridge. The key here is to try and avoid also his torpedoes as possible. Should give us enough time. Okay, beautiful hit. One more, or the secondary should run it down. Let's try to move in a bit closer. Try to anticipate its placement. Beautiful. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna go with the HP regeneration for now as a primary module. This is gonna help me out with the sustainability. Yeah, unfortunately, in the last match, that Valkyrie popped up from nowhere, and with the mortars, you really are gonna be dealing a ton of damage to another player. Okay, here we have an Avenger. He is initiating the same zone as we are. Can try to offer him to join a division, and he did accept, so at least we should be able to clear out of this area in peace. Some of these zones are really awesome because you get like this movement or 3 up to 4 Leviathans, and therefore you are able to gather quite a lot of kills. Some of these areas are quite messy, so making sure that you get those kills is super annoying. Come on. Nice hit. But I'm quite sure the Avenger at this range is gonna get all these kills. So we have the possibility to go for the lobster eye, or we have the possibility to go over there and try to Engage. Here we have a whirlwind, so this is gonna be kind of a tricky engagement because this thing is like the new gale which was introduced. It spawns a ton of torpedoes. I'm gonna actually go underwater here because I do not believe that I can stay alive otherwise. The torpedoes are stupid fast. They deal a ton of damage. As you can see, the Avenger's HP bar is just going super fast, super down. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to help him heal. But let's pop in the module right now. Let's see if we can anticipate the movement. I was able to land the shot. Most of his HP, like half of its HP, has been reduced to ashes. He's gonna go behind the island. Now, I'm not really sure if he was able to launch torpedoes or not. It looks like he has the original torpedoes, so he does not have any improved modules. And when you actually on the whirlwind upgrade your modules, you can launch up to like 4 salvos of torpedoes and deal a ton of damage. I'm gonna be able to go submerged here in a quick second, so I will have the capabilities to dodge his assault, but I really want to get a jump on him and try to hunt him down. So we're gonna try to do a hit and run tactic. Unfortunately, he was able to recover, so I'm gonna go like this, try to go under him. Put some distance in between me and him. Try to pop up behind the island so he cannot hit me with the torpedoes, because that would be kind of devastating to me. It seems that there is something here. There's a fang blade. It would be awesome if I can secure this kill. There's even a thorn ridge on the other side. Come on, give me this kill. Nice. Still, however, need to monitor both the whirlwind and the thorn ridge. Combination of their torpedoes can be quite deadly. Nice hit by the laser. Certainly did a number on him. Not really sure who secured the kill, but I'm assuming it's gonna be the whirlwind this time. Yeah, did not do that properly. There are torpedoes in the water. I need to be careful. Cannot shoot at him with the laser at this angle. That is the disadvantage of Hector. You can only really be effective against whatever is in front of you. I'm quite sure he was able to launch torpedoes here or something weird like that. The worst thing which can happen to you is being stuck against an island. If that happens to you and you lose your maneuverability, you are dead. Basically, you're the equivalent of a whale on the beach, so you really don't want to do that. Am I gonna land that hit? No. Okay, it's really dangerous to stay like this. Cannot guarantee he won't launch the torpedoes. I'm at least keeping the whirlwind busy so he cannot engage the Avenger who keeps shooting at him. Looks like primarily using the secondary batteries, which is kind of a shame. See if we can land the shot. Was not able to land the shot. I am wondering, however, why he is not launching any torpedoes at me. Come on. 1 second too early. Okay, if he hides behind that island, he's gonna have time for recovery. The fun thing about the big hunt is that the maneuverability of these ships is greatly enhanced, so you're able to super fast slow down and to speed up. So trying to be maneuverable is not that difficult. Come on, get that kill. Damn it! Okay, we're gonna go and increase our HP bar. I was not able to land that shot. Unfortunately, the Avenger was the one to claim that kill. And this piece of stupid island was blocking my shot for the Hector's glass cannon, literally located at the front. It's really weird that it works so well against, like, for example, the Avenger, but works so badly against the Lobster Eye. I would guess there's not that much of a difference. What time do we have? 2 minutes 55 seconds before the Aurora spawns in. Portal will close in a couple of moments. We have almost 12 minutes to work with. We need to be careful here because the Thornridge is going to launch torpedoes. So I was able to take 2 of them, fortunately, but I should be able to recover. I'm going to follow the Avenger, try to catch up to him, which should not be that difficult. I'm not going to utilize the submerged capability in order to chase after him. After all, we are still in the squadron, so this should be perfectly fine. We're going to probably head into the red zone over here and try to initiate the Lobster Eye. That is unless he is trying to go for the portal. I'm gonna wait for his response. There seems to be another Avenger. There's a Thornridge. I would prefer to try and kill the player. Not really sure if I can get more XP out of him, but he does have 42,000 HP. So we are trying to grind the damage here. And if I can deal additional damage, I'm gonna go with the additional damage. A Lobster Eye is much closer, and I have totally missed, which is kind of horrible on my end. But like I said, I really don't like playing destroyers. I know that's not the best argument, but what can I do? Damn it. It looks like either the Whirlwind or many of the other sea critters floating around were able to secure the kill. I'm gonna try to go after the Thornridge. Looks like the Hector has its eyes set on me. And also there is a Whirlwind, so you know what, let's pop these 2 things, because I'm not sure if he was able to launch torpedoes. Also, there are shells for the Thornridge being shot at my general direction. So let's try to avoid the majority of the shells being fired at me. We're gonna emerge from under the water. We're gonna target the Thornridge here. He's slowly backing off. Should be able to get another kill, and if this would be my 6th kill, I should get additional module installed.
The ship is on fire.
Just try to avoid the torpedoes. Beautiful. We're gonna go again by increasing our HP pool. This way, in the 30 seconds or so when I get the repair module available, I'm gonna pop it. We are currently sitting at 42,000 HP. Okay, the shields have worn off. Able to deal some damage. We are trying to grind out that damage in order for me to unlock another module for the ship. Come on. Damn it! Stop changing direction and take the shot like a proper sea critter. You big oversized lobster. Come on, kill this thing. Okay. We're gonna go with the secondary module this time. We have an Avenger dangerously close by. I'm gonna actually get the hell out of Dodge. I'm gonna also pop the repair so that I can put some distance in between me and the battleship. Looks like two whirlwinds are trying to stay in the middle here. I'm not really sure if this color is representing them being in the same squadron. But because the fly fires are starting to appear all over, it's gonna be super difficult to stay alive much longer. We have almost 7 minutes on the countdown before the portal is closed. There are still additional 6 players. With us, that makes 7. So let's see if we can stick it around a bit longer, gather up some more damage. The biggest problem which I have found out with the previous big hunt was that if you were grinding for some event, the initial big hunt had, for example, you doing certain combat missions, such as getting 100 kills, getting this many kills and this many kills. It took me forever to grind through it. And the biggest problem was that once I, for example, finished off getting 50 kills, the next task was to get, I don't know, 65. When I was done with the initial 50 kills and I had some additional kills, so for example, I required only 5 kills in order to fulfill the first combat mission, that worked out perfectly well. But then the remaining kills which I had, like a surplus of, did not transfer onto the next combat mission. I had to actually go into another combat and start grinding kills in order to start fulfilling another combat mission, which is kind of idiotic. So hopefully we are not gonna have to deal with such a situation this time. Okay, the Avenger is just sitting still, which is really dangerous. Can I join their division? Yay or nay, I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I'm not really that effective here. Now the Avenger has used up its armor, so should be able to do some damage before he is able to head on into the portal. Fortunately, he portaled out just as I was able to land the shot, and I got killed by the Whirlwind's torpedoes. So yeah, that is gonna be it. The not so efficient performance for Hector, or the reskinned Öland for the big hunt here on Natural Professional Walkthroughs. If you did like the episode, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see more fun World of Warships content, check out the link in the description. I publish content on a weekly basis, mostly from Fridays or from Mondays till Fridays, because, well, I usually record most of the footage during the weekend, so yeah, that's that. I publish content on a weekly basis, I do all sorts of things, so check out the link, it's in the description. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully I will see you in the comments or at the next one. Do make sure to enjoy the big hunt. It's a fun event. It will challenge you a bit more than the regular player versus player game which you can experience here. And yeah, let me know in the comments, how is your current experience so far. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye bye for now.